So I had a bit of a disaster yesterday. I started clipping him and then my clipper batteries died. So this side is kind of done. It's a bit scruffy and it needs finishing off. But this side is, yeah, that happened. Move over, darling. Over. Good boy. Yeah, so that happened, people. Oh, sausage, what did I do to you? So, yeah, before we go anywhere, I need to get that clipped. Luckily, I managed to get all of his saddle area clipped, so I'm not going to have to worry about putting tack on him today. So he does not respond well to being ridden just after he's been clipped. I don't know if it's a sensitive skin issue or if he just gets prickled from bits of hair or what's going on there, but it doesn't go well, does it, darling? So let's get your hair finished and then we'll go either for a nice walk together or we'll go for a little ride. Yeah? Yeah, good boy. Can't quite decide if I want to ride him or take him walkies. I mean, he seems nice and mellow, but that could all change as soon as I get on him, to be fair. So I guess I need to weigh up how much I value my life today. If I ride you, are you going to be sweet or are you going to be cray-cray? Huh? Because I'd like to ride a sweet boy, please. Yeah? Are you going to be sweet? Well, to be fair, if he starts to be a plonker, I can always hop off and walk him for the rest of the ride anyway. Like, I'm not going to not take him out, but I have to get the right balance between keeping him going and not dying. What are we going to do then, mister? I say we tack you up. Oh, Taz, that's gross, bud. What are you doing? That's really grim. You dirty puppy. Look at your face. Look at the state of your face. You've got hair all over it. That's grim. Hello, honey. Right, mister. Let's chuck some tack on you and see what happens, huh? Okay, so I have decided that I want to make sure he works extra hard today and uses his body correctly. I'm going to put this around his bottom. Everybody seems to be using these like really posh, expensive elastic training aids now. They usually put one around the belly and one around the bottom, the idea being to encourage a better outline and more appropriate use of their muscles. This is just a piece of elastic I have from an old like girth strap, like a rug girth strap thing. So I just took the buckles off of that and I used that because why not? It does the same job. Are you looking? I'm also going to put his elastic reins on. I'm going to put them on like draw reins, so I'm going to attach them underneath his girth just to the dogs have got hyper, just to encourage him to keep that long and low frame as opposed to the dog has literally got insane. What you doing, puppies? Are you over it now? Are you over it? That's a pity. That was funny. That was funny. You had the zoomies. She had the proper zoomies there. Hopefully, I'm trying to adjust my camera while I'm talking and I feel like I'm going to regret this, but never mind. Hopefully that will help us keep him a bit more together and a bit more focused on working as opposed to spazzing out, in theory. My theory may all come unravelling as I get on him though. We shall see. Okay, so this is what I've got going on here. This is obviously going to encourage him to use his hind end more, and then I'm going to have these, which are going to run from his bit. Tia, don't go underneath him, please. They're going to run from his bit and clip on underneath here, and that's going to encourage him to maintain that nice long and low outline, whilst also encouraging him to use this gorgeous thing. Now this is something that I would quite often do while schooling them. I'd often lunge them like this, or even ride them with this kit on maybe once or twice a month, just to like give them a really good workout. But obviously I can't school now because the field's too wet, so I'm having to do this while out hacking. You know, people look at me funny sometimes, but hey, who cares? We're getting our stuff done. What on earth is going on there? Are you licking her undercarriage? She's literally cocking a leg for him. This is a whole other level of weird, guys. Like, seriously. That is a whole other level of weird going on right here, guys. I'm slightly disturbed. I'm slightly disturbed. What was that? You two have got a very unique relationship, I'll give you that. Very strange. But yeah, I'm going to chuck his bridle on, go for a quick wee, and then we are going to head out. Good boy. Well done. Well, that was far less dramatic than I was expecting it to be. Good boy, Woody. Should we get you some sweeties and get you all rugged up? Yeah? And probably get you some food, because it looks like those greedy girls have eaten everything since we've been gone. Shame on them. Good boy. Well done. Him. He was so good. You were so good. I'm really impressed with you. Sweet boy. He was a bit skitty to start with, but on the way back we had like a good probably 20 to 30 minutes of just plodding on a long rein, and he was so good. He was so good. You went past the scary diggers again, didn't you? And you didn't spook? Yeah, you're a good boy. You done good, big man. So I don't know how much of the riding footage is going to be usable, so apparently I pressed a wrong button and it was taking stills instead of filming, and then I pressed another wrong button and it turned the sound off, so I don't know how much of that's going to be usable, but oh, I'm so proud of him. You went from skitty psychopath to good old Woodster, didn't you? Yeah. I know what it took was 40 minutes of hardcore trotting and then bombing up 2 humongous hills. But it did the trick. Are you happy now? Have you gotten all your crazy out of your system? Is that what it's going to take every week, is it? Yeah? Hardcore trotting and bombing up some huge hills. Yeah. That's cool. I'm down with that. I do need to get fitter though. because I was puffing and panting like you would not believe trying to keep up with him. And trying to keep him going in a straight line, to be fair. Like, when he's in that kind of mood, it's kind of like trying to herd cats. Like, you're trying to keep all of his energy going in one direction, and it's hard. Right, big boy, should we get you all dressed and pop you back out with your lady friends? Yeah? You look so tired. Aww. And you got an eye bogey, yuck. You look so tired. Right, let's get you dressed. Oh, we're matching. Look at that, Woody. We're matching. I'm going to leave it there for this one, guys. Bit of a random hickory-pickory video, but there you go. That sums me up, doesn't it? Thank you for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Won't we, sausage? Yeah. Bye.